Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and long time has passed since we last did a video for Elrond, and we are at it yet again because Elrond did actually start retracing at this move when we firstly thought it's gonna be like, we know there's gonna be a trouble area back in the past, but we didn't exactly know if it's gonna retrace any further down here or it's just gonna do like a small downscale and then just, you know, start pumping up again, right? And now we actually have our first retracement on Elrond, which had quite a substantial growth, right? And the reason why we are here, it's not maybe not so much because of a trade. And yes, there is a possibility of a trade on this coin after all. I mean, Bitcoin right now is currently holding the good areas, right? I'm saying it's really kind of slowing down, but it's holding the good areas. And if Bitcoin is going to hold those areas and going to pump from it, so then gives us a chance that Elrond would perhaps move as well, right? So yes, we are back again at USDT contracts, but the reason why we are hanging around this coin today is basically in this kind of area, right? Because this area, this area for Elrond right now, it's absolutely crucial for him to actually hold it and stay above it, or should I say stay in it, for it to continue on its bullish path, right? So what I mean by that, so Elrond does something in the future, something like this, right? If it goes all the way down here, it bounces from here and goes above this area, this is still good, right? We can still continue on our very bullish path, break the top. Possibly there's going to be a little rejection yet again before it's going to continue it toward the top, right? So yes, that is one of the options we are observing at the moment, and it's quite available to us, right? So if something like this happen and it goes back to above the green area, this would be something that we would look at in 4C as to take the trade, right? We would abuse this option to take the trade at it, right? So then option number 2, we now hold this area and we just start going towards the top. If we manage to hold this area, we probably won't stop for long at this top. So yes, we could get a twin top, right? Double top and then just break down from it. That is one of the options. But you know, if we hold this one, it's actually less likely for that to happen, right? We're more likely to just break the top, continue towards the next line that we have on our chart, right? That is an option we are currently observing as well. And you know, since Bitcoin is in kind of a position where it's more likely to pump now than to dump. But okay, either wise can happen because percentage wise we don't really have that kind of edge. So yes, we could risk this trade for like 0.5% and just, you know, maybe capitalize on it, because if it's back to the top, it is about 60%, right? So that is quite a substantial gain. So yes, our win to lose ratio would be quite nice, right? That is one of the plan. Holds this area, and pumps all the way up, and hopefully continues on the path as it was person said, right? As it should happen. And in this case, if that was to happen, we would have to set up a trade around here, and this time around we will have to have a really tight stop loss, because we do not want to have more than, like, you know, we do want to exactly have about, you know, about 5 to 6 R ratio for this to work out, right? And I would move it all the way to up here, not down under this wick, but all the way to up here. And this is quite an aggressive move. It is about 9% stop loss, and then I would, like I said, I would aim here, right? For a little bit of a safety, I would move it down. I would move it just a little bit under, right, and do it like this. And it, as you can see, we got 5R, right? That is one of the options. If the second option happens, like I said, right, the second option happens, that's down here, goes back up here again, then I would pursue it. Probably if it goes back above this point, I would market smash it, which is something I rarely do, right? So yes, in this area I would market smash it again. Now I don't know the structure that's gonna be occurring here, but I would have aggressive stop loss as well. So for now I'm gonna say put it to about 10%, right? Gonna put it to about 10%, and then going to have the same profit target, right? So in this scenario, this trade I would tell as well, I would take as well, and you know, about maybe the stop loss could potentially be 14 or 15%, because the structure could be way different than the one we are pursuing right now, but the profit target would be quite the same, and I would take it all the way up to 3R, right? Because this trade is, for me, it's considerably less risky than this one right now, just because of the current stance of the Bitcoin, right? If this is going to happen, the Bitcoin has probably fallen, right? The Bitcoin has probably went under the area, so then it's already gonna be, when it comes back to this point, it's already going to be calculated into, right? And then we will have a little bit less of a risk, right? If those two options fail, right, if those two options fail, then yes, I will go all the way back to this trade, which I still think is quite possible, and it's probably is going to happen. It's gonna be this is gonna be our buy area. In this case, the stop loss will be a little bit higher as well. Stop loss is gonna be all about there. It's gonna be about 20%. Let me just put it on the middle of the area, sorry. And it's gonna be about less than 20%. It's gonna be about 17%, and I will be aiming all the way to up here, which is about 71 or 72% hit ratio, or should I say R ratio, I mean coin raising ratio on the chart, right? So it is quite a nice trade. So for these two ones, if they fail, for this one I'm pretty sure it's going to give you a reaction. I don't know if it's going to go all the way up to here. It depends on the state of the crypto that's going to be there at that current moment, right? But this is gonna, for this kind of spot like this, on alts, they usually give you quite a substantial reaction. So I'm going to guess that it's gonna be more than 30% reaction, right? Which is still a good trade in my book, right? Especially on the spot that it's located, which is quite a safe spot in this manner, right? So yeah, that will pretty much be it for Elrond. We'll see what happens, guys. So if you want to continue getting updates like this on the markets, please do hit that bell button on the YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and of course join us on Telegram channels as well, of 4C, right? Where we usually discuss the stop losses, the trades, and how we are moving targets, and so on, right? So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.